Okay guys, this is going to be the third video, how to carve a wizard. Okay, so in this part, I already got my line drawn on. We're going to carve the face in, okay? So you guys, so this is the cloak head or whatever it's called, wizard gown cloak thing. This is the cloak head, so we're going to cut this in deep. We got this Kutzall bit, guys, okay? Go to the description below to get the Kutzalls. If you want to look, go to the website, use the code CFusion to save yourself 5%. So we got this thinner one on here. This is a taper one, extreme. And we're going to cut deep on the inside of this line, straight in. Not like this, because you don't want to cut through the end of the outside of the cloak. So we're going to cut straight in, pretty deep. And then our first move is going to be to just to round this off a bit, okay? So I'm going to carve this face in. Well, it's a wood spirit face in a wizard's cloak. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. So, okay. Okay guys, you can see I cut that in. See how it's sloped this way? It's not straight up and down, I got it sloped back because that way you can make the nose the highest point. So I think for this part, the best thing for me to say would you can go, if you've never carved a wood spirit, you can go to my in my playlist, how to carve a wood spirit. There's 2 different series. So anyways, always guys, everything's my opinion. I don't need to keep saying it. But that's what I mean in everything in this video. Always have a center line, okay? So there's our center line. And, well, you know what? Let me just reposition my camera and we'll draw it on, okay? Okay, so we got our center line drawn on, okay? So I like to place my nose. Some people have different preferences. Some people draw them on different ways. But I like to place my nose where it's going to go. So I got to stand this up for a second to see if that's a good spot. It's a little bit too low. It's good to use a pencil, guys, so you can erase your lines and redraw them in. Or if you're using a pen, use 2 different colors. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to draw this nose on standing up here. You don't want to make the nose too thick either, because, well, hey, wizards can have big noses. Okay, so there, I got his nose. I don't know if you guys can see it when I'm filming. I got his nose. This guy's going to have kind of a long nose. There's his eyes, eyebrows. Okay, I got to hold up to get proportionate. And then let's draw the mustache in. Okay, there we go. We got the mustache drawn in. You guys can see that? So we're going to carve on the outside of our lines here, okay? Like I said, this isn't going to be a face tutorial, guys. This is just going to be, I'm going to carve it and then I'll show you guys. You guys, if you want to learn how to carve a wood spirit the way I do, you can go to my playlist, like I said. Okay, so I'm going to carve this in. And then, oh yeah, okay, what I'm going to use to carve this in, because it's so small, I'm going to use these little metalworking burs, okay? You guys can see the size difference. Okay, so these are for real detailed carving, guys. I think I'm going to use this flame burr here, because I love using the flame burr bits. Just Carve Rob, check out his channel. He loves using the flame bits too. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one. That's the one I'm going to use to carve out this face. I'm not going to film it. I'm just going to carve it out and then we'll be back. I'll be back. Somebody will be back, I hope, if I make it. Okay, so here now you can see I got his face cut in. Okay? It's not the best, but I just did it quickly. Not that quick, but you know, whatever. So I want to talk to you guys about something called undercutting. Some of you don't know, so I'm going to explain it, okay? So what I've done here is I've undercut all around his hat. I still got to take this thinner, like it doesn't need to be so thick, okay? But what undercutting is, gives you a shadow effect, okay? So what it is, and I've undercut the beard. So I've got this little flame burr, okay? And I cut underneath the beard. Okay, see how I cut underneath there? And then I feathered this out. Okay, because that's how you have that shadow there now for the beard, so it makes it look more realistic. And see there, the shadow inside there too? Undercut really helps you. See all that shadow? That's because I undercut it. So undercutting really gives you a good effect. But guys, also I suggest when you undercut, I'm going to try and show you an example. You can see this line right here? Okay, that's because I undercut here. See how it fits, that line fits the end of my little burr there? Watch. Okay, see that? Now I need to feather that away so you don't see a cut mark under there. So it's just a smooth transition away from there, because that's a little bump. So what I'll do later is I'll feather that away. Do you know what I mean? Can you see it? It needs to be feathered away so you don't see the cut mark. That's what I talk about, feathering things away. You can see the marks. Look under there. Look right here, okay? You can see the cut marks. See those lines going down there? Take all those lines away, guys. Carve them out. For now, so I got these cut. I got them undercut. Now it's time for me to put back on a bigger burr. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. So anyways, my face looks pretty good. I trim this down more. See, it's all crooked and bent here and stuff like that. And don't cut this too thin though. That's what kind of happened to me here. But it's okay. I can take it back farther too, right? Take it back that way. Okay. So what I'm going to do next. Oh, the hands are the worst part. I just stress over the hands. I'm not going to do the hands yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the beard hairs in. Okay, guys, this burr, I'm going to cut the beard hairs in now. I'm going to put some lines underneath here. For age lines, I'm going to cut the eyebrows in this way. Not up and down, guys. One of my subscribers pointed this out to me. Cut them in this way. I'm going to put the mustache hairs in. And I'm going to cut the beard hairs in. This is pretty, it's not punky wood, but it's like I said with my other video, some points are harder than others. This part here where it's a bit fuzzy is softer than this hard part. So it gets a little bit tricky. But I'm going to put this in my flex shaft and do all the little hairs. Get that part over with. I'm going to get the face over with, finished right now. Hey guys, you get these little sets from, they're on eBay. They come from China. They're little metalworking sets, okay? Just look for my Amazon link below. There's a link to get these sets. I think they're 20 bucks, but it's a great deal. And I'm just using the flat edge cutter with the little cutter on the backside. See it? I'm just running this on edge. Just little passes, some deeper, some lighter, to give it a different effect. You'll see what I mean when it's done. so I got the face cut in. This is pretty soft wood, guys. Like I said, it's spalted birch. So sanding is going to be real tough on this. I'm going to have to use a real fine grit. So I'm happy with the shape I got now. The face is okay. Looks like a weathered old wood spirit. I got this trim back. So this is the part. I got to leave the hands for last, guys, because I'm going to be doing lots of heavy carving in here, and I don't want to carve out these hands. I got them kind of drawn on. It's going to be holding a staff. Kind of like this, and it'll be going down here. But what I was saying, I don't want to carve all the cloak in. I don't want to carve the hands in first, because if I carve the hands in first, when I'm cutting all this cloak in, it's all going to be this way, whoosh, whoosh, like the wind's whoosh, going that way. Okay. I don't want to carve this in, the hands in first, because they'll be real fragile and I'll probably hit it because I'm heavy hands and I don't take enough care. So let's draw some lines in here for this cloak. Okay, so I want it to be really twisty. It can be any way you guys want, okay? So from here, remember this is separated. Oh, I also too, guys, before you start carving the cloak in, go around and look and see if all your undercuts are gone. Clean everything up. So I don't see really I have any undercuts. Underneath the beard's cleaned up. Underneath the hat, cloak things cleaned up, okay? So this is, guys, try and make your lines real nice and whoosh, you know what I mean? Whoosh, fluent. Whoosh, think of wind. Whoosh, blowing it this way, okay? So I'm going to carve this. I'm going to be using my Kutzall. This is extreme. I don't know the name of this burr. I think it's a kind of a taper, reverse taper burr, but it's extreme. And I'm going to be doing all the cuts with this. And so here I'm going to put one straight line in. Whoosh, whoosh. I'll do straight, then I'll cross the lines over so it looks like the cloak's folding over each other, kind of. Just gives it a better look. Okay, so some more lines here. Whoosh, whoosh. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, guys, so I got all the cloak carved in. Okay, this hat could be a bit thinner here, but I don't really care. Okay, I kind of got his fingers carved in, but I'll leave that for the next video because I don't know, that's when I'm really stressing out. Okay, so I got this done. See how everything's whoosh, flowing this way? Okay, so I just got this in this box of stuff. This is Emery cloth sandpaper. I just got it today. So I'm going to be making a review video of this. This stuff here. It's Emery cloth. I don't know how well it's going to work because it's pretty, like, see how it cracks there? But I got this hooked up. Anyways. So, yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run around sanding with this piece here. You guys can see how I make these in my playlist. Okay, so I got this guy sanded down as much as I wanted to for now. I'm going to be going over it again. Okay, so now it's friggin' hands time. So I believe I'm just going to leave this video here. Because I got the face carved in, I got all this stuff carved in. The more pre-sanding you do, guys, the better it's going to be your final product. You're not going to see little cut marks like this in here. You know, so I might go over it again with the sander just to smoothen it out a bit more. You can see my cut marks in there. Because you guys, when you have a finished carving, in my opinion, you don't want to see cut marks. And you can still see lots of cut marks in here. See those little marks? Those are cut marks. See those little marks? Cut marks. Okay? You don't want to see any cut marks. But, like I said, I'm going to poly shade this and in the next video and sand it again. So, I don't know. Let's just leave this video here. And let's see what it looks like compared to the first one I made. This is the first one, number 1. This is number 2. Okay?